Hey everyone, it's Jason. So today's video is something a little bit different. These are, yes, a bunch of random toys. Not random, I guess. This is the Final Faction toy line. They're kind of like, I guess best description would be like knockoff G.I. Joes, like from the old days. So this is a line of toys that, as far as I know, is exclusive to the Dollar Tree stores. They've had two different series of them. If you go to their website here, Final Faction, it takes you to a Dollar Tree website. You can see what different ones are. They don't even list everything on there. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different characters. It's has a comic book that came with it. There's a little videos you can watch. It's basically about these heroic characters. I haven't actually read the comic yet. I kind of glanced through it. But yeah, there's all this different stuff in here. So there's Alpha Team, which are like the human characters, versus the Karn, which are these like alien monsters. There's a bunch of accessory packs. There's pretty much about one accessory pack per hero, and then mostly one per each villain. And then there's some vehicles. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find every single one of these. But I got most of them. I have all the characters. I just don't have all of the accessories. I mean, the comic book's not bad. It's very reminiscent of, older comic books. It's decent quality paper and everything like that. It says there's an issue 2, which I haven't seen anywhere. But again, I don't have a ton of different dollar stores in my town to go to. I have the one. But I thought I'd do this. I got all these. Actually, got them all I got a bunch as a gift, and I picked up some other ones I saw. I was going to open them up and take a look to see what quality they are. So maybe it's something you're interested in. We can look at the accessory packs. There's all these different characters. They're very neat. So, like, we have Shift, who's the specialist. And then on the backs, they have, which I kind of showed off before, they have all their stats, which are very reminiscent. You have the things you can cut the top off, and you can just keep the back as like a little collector card. There's strength, speed, agility, stamina, durability. And like a bunch of different stuff. So like here we have Sergeant Ruck, who has some different stuff. And then if we get into some of the later teams, like Series 2, it lists some more of the different characters. And then the bad guys have the same type of stuff on the back. Attack power, range, mobility, durability. Yeah, some different things. So, we're going to go ahead and take a look and unbox all these. They're also, like I said, accessory packs, which someone will say, like, this one works specifically for this guy. I think some of them work for any character. Some only work for specific characters, maybe based on what holds they have in them. So, we're going to go ahead and take a look. So, let me slide some of these out of the way. And let's pop some of these open here. So we're going to start with Sergeant Ruck. He has an additional weapons pack. So yeah, I'm not going to get too much into details and all the different characters. We just kind of want to see what they look like and how they work, all that type of stuff. What's the quality of them? I mean, you're buying them at a dollar store, so they're going to be, $1.25 or whatever a piece, so they're not super expensive. Alright, so if we're going to look at this guy, he's got, articulation, his arms go up and down, his legs go up and down, so he can sit. They don't have, at least this particular one, I'm going to guess it's probably for most of them, they don't have knees or elbow joints. But that's alright. Again, like, you're buying little cheapy things. So he has little holes in the back for his backpack. So you can equip this backpack. And then he has a gun, which actually, that's kind of funny. It attaches into his arm rather than him actually holding it. Stands very nice. Nothing wrong with that. Now, we do have where did I just toss it? We had an accessory pack for him. Yeah, right here. Nope, that's for Steadfast. So yeah, he specifically has, it says Ruckus out, works with Alpha Pack Team character Ruck. So let's open up that. So on the back here, this is kind of neat for all the weapons. It's going to show a bunch of different ones there. Usually if it has a name in front of it, that's the name of the character. There are a few that seem like they can work for anybody. But then also up at the top here, it's going to show what number each part is. Kind of see that. And then it lists a little bit of information about it, which is really fun. Like, they didn't have to do all that type of stuff. And then how it attaches to the character. So we're going to open up one of these and see how it attaches to him. So, now if you're trying to keep these cards, you gotta be very careful. I already tore one there because I was being reckless. Aim this down a bit. Now, get this out. So we got some treads. So now if you're buying these for kids, just keep an eye on the fact that, like, all the small parts, not talking like choking hazard, but, so they don't open them up in the car and end up dumping all the pieces out. So let's see all the tank treads. Slide on like that. Then if we pop off his previous equipment, so then now he has little prongs on the bottom there, so they can just go right into his feet. And that one goes like that. He's got a helmet. Probably should look to see how this goes. Okay, so this is for the missile. That's kind of nifty. And then the other two guns go on his arms. So now we have an assault Ruckus, which makes him basically like a little tank. He's got little arm machine guns. He's got a missile, which is kind of neat. It slips onto his back there, but then has a little groove in there, so it can kind of just sit on this little thing there. That's definitely neat. He's got the helmet, and then he's supposed to be able to drive around. And the wheels do actually move when you drive, which is really cool. Not something I would have expected. You could swap in his other weapons and stuff. So, alright. Now, I think he is the only character that actually had, like, a second set of equipment. I don't have that one, though I couldn't find it. I'm missing a lot of the accessory packs. I think people probably bought, like, one or two characters, and then they probably bought a bunch of the accessories. Alright, so up next we have Shift. We're going to open up her. She's one of the two women on the team. So if you have, maybe a little, girl, or you just want a female character on your team. I know playing G.I. Joes back in the day, you always wanted to, everyone wanted, like, Scarlet or Lady J. Alright, so there's hers. Again, no extra joints. Now, because she's a little bit thinner than the other guy, she does stand. But again, they don't have poses or anything. So then she has a set of swords here, which is kind of neat. They'll stick onto her back. She's going to walk around with swords, and now it looks like they slide out, which is definitely cool. I mean, again, I'll give them credit for these being really inexpensive toys. You know, again, Dollar Tree, dollar. Now they're $1.25. Yeah, I mean, like, are they super high quality or anything? No, but I mean, they're enough. You could buy a kid, you could play a little G.I. Joe character. I like how it's the big extra handles to help her hold it. Now, she does have an accessory pack, which I did not find, which is called Shift Blades. So if I look at the back here of one of the packs, so they have, like, we had Ruckus Assault, there's Ruckus Rampage, where it looks like he gets a giant mech suit, that'd definitely be cool, and then Shift Blades, looks like he gets some other different swords, maybe a trident. So a couple different things there. Yeah, I couldn't find them, but yeah, if you guys enjoy these videos and you want to see what they look like, if I hunt them down, I'll definitely show them off. So that was hers. Let's look at our next one. Let's look at something a little bit different. We have the Acrm, the Augmented Combat Rescue Mech. So kind of glancing through the comic book, the story behind this guy is he's a virtual reality tech. So it's a guy like in a wheelchair that you just want to see if I can find the picture of this. So like when they're getting their team together, so they have this guy in like this wheel hover chair who controls this mech. So that's actually kind of a neat little thing. Alright, let's pop him out and look at him. So we got like a regular soldier guy. We've had a girl. We've had a mech here. You know, again, just the regular joints, but, you know, definitely neat. Head turns even. And we did have some accessories for him, if I can find them. The Acrm Razor. So it says with any mech character. So I guess as if they make other mech characters like him, you can then add them in there. And then we got some different things. We have turbine stabilizers. So let's see how that looks on him. Help if I put them on the right direction. So that, like, something like this, these little accessory packs, to me are really awesome. Because I used to have the old Iron Man figures that you would, when you bought them, they had, sorry, I should probably keep something on the camera. Might be more entertaining to watch. They had different, like, armor that would swap on, and then you could buy the different Iron Man figures and swap the different armor onto each other, which to me was really exciting. Like, I love being able to buy characters like your toys as a kid to like had things that work together, versus just, hey, I got this and I'm done. So now snapping all these in. Some of these shoulder ones seem like they don't want to go in that good. But like I said, it's definitely cool. It makes him look really neat. He's got like these wing blades and stuff on. He's got a gun that he holds. It's kind of nice because he didn't have a weapon before. And now he actually has some weapons. But yeah, you can do different stuff. So now here's the thing though. Is as of right now, as far as I know, that's the only mech character that has those. So it's like, if nobody else has any, I wonder how they're all going to look. Now, here's the other question I want to look at. Is, so like, he has this gun here. Are these the same size? So, no. So here's the thing. Like, that's going to fall right out. It's not even big enough. And then that means this one might not fit in there either. Nope. I mean, I could probably cram it in there if I really wanted to. Now, are these holes on him the same size? That's the other question. Like, can I... Yeah, like, I could put those on there. That's just always the ultimate question, is how much of this stuff is, you know, is adjustable. So he has some extra holes in the back here So it's like I could do this. A little bit of different modification. Do some different stuff there. Now I don't know if like his tank treads will work on there. No, because the holes in the pegs are in different spots. And now if we take like shift here, is like, will a tank tread work with her? Because some of these, again, they specify the character on there. So now, yeah, she kind of can step into it, but it's just kind of barely holding on. It doesn't hold on as nicely as the other guys. But she also doesn't have any of the other holes on her. So that's kind of thing. So I'm going to pause the video for a sec, open up the rest of these, and then we'll kind of look at them that way once they're all built. Alright, so I put together, I unboxed, I guess, all of the Alpha team, and then we'll look at the bad guys in a minute, just so we can take a look. So as going through all these, I was kind of noticing a couple of things that I like and I dislike. So, like, opening up the first three, we had the Big Mech, which is kind of neat, like, kind of parts, you could swap around on, which is kind of cool. The accessory packs make the characters much cooler. But, like, I noticed with the initial guy, like, his guns all went into his arms. And it's the same thing. This is Riptide here. He's like the underwater specialist. He's got this neat mask that kind of fits around his head. Goes on the front, which is kind of different. But yeah, his guns swap into his arms. And I was thinking like, oh, it's, you know, it's, oh, they don't hold their weapons. It's kind of dumb. But I kind of like it for the cheapness of it. Like, even the big swords, like, when she's holding her big swords, because it has this big grip, so it kind of fits around. It's like overly sized. It works. But, just to show off, like, a different character here, I'm going to switch over to a different guy right away. We have Scope here. There's Scope stuff. He's the, I don't know, artillery specialist, long range. So, he holds his guns. The thing I've noticed, though, let's see if I can get a better close-up, is, if you can see here, he has to put his finger through the trigger there to hold it, or through like the little trigger area. And there's a couple other guys that have guns like that too. So the thing I don't like about this is because, again, these are dollar toys. When they snapped into their arms, yeah, it's not as cool as having him hold the weapon. But the thing is here, if his finger ever breaks off, this guy can't use his weapons anymore. Like, that, like, someone's playing with this a little rough, get something, it gets snapped off, you know, it's not going to. Plus, look how easy that, they just pop out really easily, because there's nothing holding them. I guess I would rather have them, like, attaching to the arm for these little bit cheaper characters, especially, again, thinking back as a kid, I used to play with my toys. Like, they didn't just sit around and collect. I used to, like, ram them into each other, throw them off of buildings, throw them into buildings, you know, run them over the vehicles, stuff like that. It's like, I'd just be worried that, like, these things are going to constantly fall out, and that's going to frustrate a kid, or, that they're going to fall out. But he's, you know, even still, he's a neat character. He's got a backpack with his big rifle you can take out and attach. Plus, he's got, I mean, I'll give him credit, though, for some of this other stuff. Like, look, he's got little holsters on his sides for his guns. How crazy is that, right? And then you can pick up the big gun. I can pull it out. But it's going to be the same thing. So you're going to have to put his finger through that trigger hole. So if, like, again, his finger ever broke off for some reason, also now this guy can't carry guns anymore. But yeah. Alright, so that's him. That's this. So I want to jump back over to Riptide here for a moment. So, yeah, so that's why I kind of like that they stick in there. Yeah, it's a little bit more lame, but again, jingle away by him. He has these crystals on him, these green crystals. So what they do is they're supposed to change color in warm water. And I'm not going to go get warm water to do that. I just wonder if heat will activate it. It does not. Yeah, it's just to change colors. That's kind of a neat thing, because he goes in the water, he should change color. Look out, that just fell out, too. So it shows how well my, I mean, yeah, some of these holes don't work the best, either. Alright, but that's Riptide. We had long range here, or scope here. He's got an accessory pack, so let's take a look at that. It's gonna give him some new weapons. And now, this one, although it says on the bottom here, it says scope long races, work with most Alpha Team characters. Now, this one's not, probably kind of like the Blades one, isn't as specific to the character, but it's going to add some different guns. We're going to get a long-ranged gun, a big old one here, you know, just some other big sniper-type rifles. And then we have a backpack, which is kind of neat. So I'm guessing you could drop these into the backpack. So it has a little, I don't know if I can get a good enough image. So in the backpack, there's a little side piece in there. That's why they all have a piece sticking out. So you drop a weapon in there, it'll hold the backpack. So that's definitely cool. So you could swap it out onto him. You can carry a big rifle. So even if I took the girl here, I could give her one of these weapons because she has the hands for it. I'm assuming she has the hands for it. That's maybe a bad example. Let's look at this one. Yep, so she can hold it too. So that's definitely neat. Now it says most because I'm going to guess that the mech character can't, because he has just little socket holes in there. But yeah, so you're looking for a little upgrade with extra guns and stuff, so that's definitely cool. Alright, we're going to slide all of those guys off to the side, and let's look at our next character. So we have another female character. I'm just kind of jumping around from Series 1 to Series 2, but we have Armani, or Amory? Not sure how you pronounce that. She's kind of like the big badass chick. She's got a mace. So again, this is the one thing that maybe goes again with the way the characters are, is that she's got to hold her, instead of holding the mace way down at the bottom where you normally would, for her to actually hold it, you gotta slide it like way up. So yeah, there's kind of a downside there. But she can probably hold weapons and stuff too. She's got that trigger finger. She's got a hole in the back for the backpack. But yeah, definitely cool. I don't think they had a accessory pack for her, although if they have more melee weapons, that would definitely be neat. Up next we have Sergeant Stagfask. He's like Major Sergeant. So this is like the leader of the team. He has a cyborg arm. He's got some tan gear. He's got this big old gun. And he's got a helmet. Kind of neat. But also on his mech arm, he has an opening. So I wonder... So we can take like the mech armor. Whoops. Or a gun. From our first guy, so yep, that one's not gonna fit. But what about one from the mech character? Yes, so the mech characters have different things, so he can attack something from a mech character, so that's kind of neat. Alright, so we're gonna toss that one off to the side. He does have an accessory pack, Cyborg Steadfast. So let's pop this one open. See what we got. Bunch of different armor for him. Just gonna get some leg pieces here. Oh boy. So it's kind of have like little snap parts on each side. So again, I'm just looking at if you're getting these for a little, I'm not talking like a little kid, but you get these for a kid, I could see something like that, you have to worry about them breaking off. Let's pop his helmet off, he's going to get some armor. which, do I need to look at the book to figure out how all of this works? Maybe. Oh, here we go. So he's got this arm piece that'll snap onto his wrist here. So this is kind of neat. So then it has a little opening there. So now the opening is you can give him various things. You can give him a claw. Pop that out. He's got a double rail gun. Or if we pop that out. Ooh. Got this, which looks like a bladed claw. Kind of neat there. And then the other two little things go up on the top and give him assault cannons on the top. And you can give him his helmet back. So that's kind of cool. Get some different armaments. Gets like the leg things that kind of makes him like a little mechy type character. That's definitely neat. It's not like this should be cool again, like have more characters that could equip something like this. Or maybe the leg pieces. I'm guessing a lot of characters can probably put the armor piece on. So, it's, you know, so some of the pieces are mix and match. Some aren't. It just kind of depends on the character. Alright, we got 3 more heroes to go through, or 4 more heroes to go through. We're going to go through the other one with the accessory pack. So we have Steele. Sergeant Steele, he's our flying character. Like, he's specifically from the warm plains of Africa. Yeah, so he's our guy flying, so he's got his wings that he puts on. So again, he's alright, he's not too bad as a regular character. But he's got this cool dragonfly accessory pack. So this is a good gimmick though, because you want to buy the accessories to make these characters definitely cool. Alright, so if we pop off all that, we're going to get some neat stuff. So he's going to throw on some back armor. Actually, I think that's chest armor. Go on the front, because then his wings go in the back. I am not sure. One sec here. Alright, well, this looks really cool. I was really excited for it. It is very flimsy. So, I'm holding this on right now. So, if I set him down, his tail, first of all, is going to keep him from actually standing. It's too tall. Unless I have this put together wrong somehow, which I can't figure out how else to put it together if I can get it. Because he's got 2 holes in the back. He's got a big one for like a screw hole and like a smaller one. It won't seem to really fit in the smaller one. Unless I cram it in there. Yeah, I can't really seem to get it in there. And I want to snap it off right now. But yeah, so like even then, you know, if I let go of this, like trying to move these wings, if this piece falls off, these wings fall off immediately. This, you know, this holds together really well, but like these other pieces don't attach. This looked really cool, but it doesn't attach very well. So that might, and then there's a little miss was that fell off right off the bat too. So that one might be one that you might want to pass up on. Otherwise, again, it might frustrate people. Alright, so we got 3 other characters, and then we can hop into look what the baddies are. Here we have Touring. So this guy's kind of neat. He's got like this hood, but it doesn't really sit on there super well. Like it looks okay, but it's kind of a neat idea for like a helmet. And he's got these blades that you can then flip down, which again, I like that they're using that arm thing. That's really a cool idea. His other little gimmick is he has an alternate head, so he can hide as an alien. He's a disguise guy, and that's why he puts the helmet on, or the hood on, to hide his back face. That's the idea of it. Yeah, it's a neat little mechanic. Just, yeah, the hood doesn't stay on as well. There's supposed to be a little notch back there in the neck, where this hood will actually kind of like clip into. But yeah, like right there, trying to actually get that to fit in there isn't super easy. Yeah, he's a neat little character. He does have an accessory pack as well. I don't have it. Alright, so we're going to take the last two main characters for the good guy team. We have Churro and Fido. So we get a Mech Dog, who also does get an accessory pack, I believe, but I don't have that one either. But he's just like a big old Mech Dog, which is really cool. But then he flips open, and inside is Churro, the little dog. So he's actually a mech piloted by a little dog. I like he also has a little handle on him, so you can have one of the guys carry him. That's kind of fun. Yeah, he kind of slides inside. That's definitely a neat little toy I can see. I don't want to spend too much extra time on that. We have P-131, who's a giant little mech guy. Arms go up and down. His legs do move. Who also has an accessory pack, which I don't have. It's extra turrets and stuff. Yeah, if you're looking for different mech characters, there's definitely that. So now I wonder if his mech stuff will fit on there. Sure will. You can mix and match some of the mech stuff together. Alright, then the final thing we have, well, the final two things we have for the heroes are the export turret. So this one's actually called a perimeter defense. It's not as much of a character as it is just like a security drone. Yeah, it fires off the missiles. You know, just don't, shoot someone in the eye with it. Whoops, and I just lost that one somewhere in my house. I like the little legs. Spray out. Kind of neat, and they also actually turns like a real turret. So it's really cool. Extra little thing. Then the final thing I have for the heroes is the vehicle, which is the Aero ATV. I haven't even opened yet. Oh boy, I have to literally build the entire thing. Alright, we will pause again. Alright, so we got it built. Not super difficult to figure out. Just heads up, there are instructions in there. I didn't even look. I'm just so used to building stuff. Yes, there are instructions. They're helpful. You can toss them in the garbage. I didn't need them. The only thing you want to be careful of is putting like these little pieces on the bottom so they snap in. Because if the little piece breaks off, it's not going to hold. But otherwise, yeah, once it's in there, it stays in pretty well. Like I just saw, so I have little spots on the back for two guys. Now, these extra holes they have an accessory pack, which again is something I unfortunately couldn't find, but it adds like some guns on there, some like bumpers and stuff like that, which would be really cool. My favorite feature, headlights. Because, yeah, why not have some headlights? But yeah, holds 3 different little characters. There's also, I guess, an extra version, which I haven't seen, which is shown in the book, which has, like a deluxe version, which has some extra stuff with it. So I don't know, it seems like it's a limited time thing. These guys don't stay on here very well. Their feet aren't wide enough to hit both, so basically you're putting one on there. They'll hold well enough, but again, like, you, like, throw this across the room, they're not going to stay on there. But definitely cool. You always pick up, like, 1 or 2 of those. Alright, so that was all of our good guys. Now let's take a look at the bad guys. So the bad guys are these Carms. So there's a bunch of drones which are kind of like base class. There's some of the brutes and bigger ones. These guys definitely aren't as varied. So let's just pop these guys out and take a look at them quick. This is our brute class. So yeah, if we again look at these guys, he's got menacing look. They're pretty nasty, but yeah. Just a regular articulation. No, it's kind of cool. They do have weapons. She's got this big giant, like, shark-finged gun. Fits in there fairly well. So he's kind of neat. This is the drone. the drone. A little tinier guy. And he gets one of these blue weapons. Where was the third one? And then there's the Synthoy, which is the third type of the Hive class. Synthoid. So now this guy doesn't have. Let's move these guys back. That guy doesn't want to stand. Drop his weapon. This guy doesn't have anything extra special. His arms don't even move up and down. Just kind of lame there, but it's because they built him to have accessories. He doesn't even want to stand. There we go. Alright, so let me grab the accessory packs. So yeah, these guys have more generic ones, so they're the Brute Striker, one's for the drone, but it says they'll work with most of the characters. There's one just called Quake Arms. And then Shockwave Arms, which are just extra different, various ones. Then finally there is one for the Synthoids. We're going to open up that one first. So, Synthoid Evolution. Such this big guy here that before couldn't do anything. So what we can do is we can pop his arms out. Give him a blaster gun. Or tentacle arms. Which are kind of neat. He also gets some wings you can attach, which are kind of neat. They go on the back and you just attach these extra little pieces to go through them. Oh, I should probably put them on the right side. Oh, they do not want to go in there very well. So this is kind of neat too. Like I like the villains got some different. I put his wing on backwards, but I'm not gonna fix it right now. But yeah, it's neat that the villains got stuff. But again, I think like there's so many different characters, so they can't do stuff. But it would also have been neat if they would have given them multiple, if there had been like more than one of these guys, like two different ones, you had different ones you could mix and match. So if I put his arm back in, it does kind of move. It was just really tight, but he does have a hand, so he can hold one of the blasters as well. So at least you can give him stuff. So it's kind of neat. But yeah, being like there's only this one guy and then one accessory pack for him. If they had like two different synthesoids, that would have been a little bit cooler. Let's look at the scored set for the drone. And kind of ripping these apart at this point. Alright, so that was for this little guy. So he's going to get a backpack. Just seem to want to be going in very difficult. A shield, I'm guessing? Like an armored shield. It's kind of cool. And a trident of some sort. So I'm guessing he can either just hold it, or you could attach it to his back. So that's definitely cool. get some different weapons. Or he has a little spot on his arm, it looks like it attaches to as well, I think. Will it fit in there? No. But I'm guessing what you can do, though, is attach it to his back, and you can carry it that way. Kind of. They don't seem to fit in these guys as well. But yeah, neat little extra weapons for a bad guy. Then we have the Quake Arms. Now, unfortunately, these packs, they don't, because they're not specific to a character, they don't really show how they work. But yeah, I'm gonna guess this is kind of the same thing, just snaps to the back, gives them like these dragon-y looking ones. Or you can attach this one, and it gives him like a spitter thing. Or he's got a different little gun. So these guys have a little bit bigger hands, so they're not reliant upon that trigger finger necessarily to hold their guns. Now, will these work on this guy? Maybe. So this one is specifically for the Scourge class. Let's try one of the ones that say it's for any of them. So it's... yeah, it fits in there. Kind of. They're very loose, or they're very tight. It seems like it's always one or the other. Just be careful when you're putting them in there so you don't break them. Alright, then we have, for the Brute himself, we have the Striker Pack. Show all that different stuff. So now we can give this guy some different weapons. Shove those guys out of the way for the moment. So he's going to get a backpack as well. They're very colorful weapons. I like to have the little... I like that the little things that have them hold. He's got a giant hammer. I love that as a weapon. And then... this is supposed to like wrap around his hand, I guess. And ends up being like another shield type thing. It's definitely cool. Different accessories. And the last one we have is shock arms. So just a couple other different weapons. I'll pop them out, but I'm not going to try and have them all hold them. So it gets us 3 different guns. It's just this big blaster, it's a little blue one, and then this like double one, which is really neat. Alright. We also have, let's get him all, we have General Diablo. So he's like the leader of the bad guys. Yeah, so he's got, ooh, he's very flexible movement. But yeah, there's his ugly face. But yeah, he'll be able to equip the various weapons and stuff as well. If we could give him one of these new guns we just pulled out. Yeah, a couple more characters to go through for the bad guys. We have Creptus, who's a bounty hunter. So that's why it comes with a few more accessories. There's his stats if you want to look at those quick. So there's him. He's a little bit more narrow. He's got some dreadlocks. But yeah, he gets some bladed weapons, which are kind of cool. Kind of works like that other guy with his weapons that attached to his arms. Again, I don't think that's a bad idea. They would have just done that with all the weapons, have them just attach right to their arms. Maybe like these bigger guys where they can hold like the swords or guns. And then he's got a little creepy crawly buddy, which just kind of hangs out on his shoulder. Doesn't snap into anything. It's kind of got a little spot there, so it looks like it can kind of sit into his shoulder spike. But yeah, again, like it looks like he's not going to stay very well. Alright. Oh, you guys get out of my way. Then the last three that we have are the perimeter defense. So these are like the turret for the bad guys. So we have Crawler, a Destinator, and a Hunter. These are meant to be more like guys just kind of stand around and do stuff. So this is the Crawler. So you're gonna get. Ooh, I thought it was one big one. It's two little guys. That's definitely cool. That's even neat that their legs move. Their little pincers move. And you get two of them in there. Like they definitely could have just given you like a guy that didn't move at all. So there's those little guys. The Destinator, a little bit bigger guy. This is kind of you want like different guys for your characters to fight against. They remind me of the Zerg a lot from StarCraft. So this guy gets a missile launcher, which doesn't seem to work. There we go. That's definitely cool. Again, I like the fact that their heads move, like their arms move, like even the back tail thing moves. Like they could have made these a lot crappier for what they are, but they didn't, which is really cool. And then the Hunter, which is the final one. Alright, and this guy's, ooh, he's like a big spider, so his legs, again, look at this, the legs move, like they could have made them stationary, just had the turret part move. And they get like these slime blasts. So I'm guessing the way they're designed, all the missiles are intercompatible with each other. But yeah, some neat bug characters. Alright, so the very, very final two things we got are a vehicle for the enemies. Again, so if you've enjoyed this video, hey, now you know what they are. You can see them in the store at all. If you want to see what the other packs are, let me know, and then I will try and find them and get them. Not gonna probably order them from that website because when you tried to order them, they were like $100, or trying to order for the entire set. What is going on here? I need to look at the picture to see how to build this thing. So that's that. We pop on these big giant wheels. We have another wheel hole here. Where does the other wheel go? Where are their instructions? Yes. Oh, I see. That snaps into that. And then this snaps into here, but which direction does it go? Like that. Cool. So that makes it a three-wheeled device. That's definitely neat. And then, yeah, one of the bad guys can just kind of hang out in there. Now, they don't have any feet holes, so they're kind of just standing in there. Or you can have them sit, I guess. But hey, how often do you get vehicles for enemies, right? that is definitely cool. I mean, like, again, comparing to, like, G.I. Joe and He-Man, stuff like that you do, but usually if you get, like, these generic toy lines, or, like, everything's about the heroes, nothing's about that. So then we have a battle-ready, conversion kit. So we're gonna see what that does. Better hold the instructions up here, and just in case. This is called, the vehicle here, by the way, is called the Rumbler. And then we can add. I'm going to spend too much time trying to get these in there properly. And where does this one go? Oh, I see. They have a little... That's actually very clever. So they actually have a little spot that attaches into the back. Like, that is neat. Yeah, so now it makes this thing even more terrifying, because now you got this scorpion tail and these big pinctures. Definitely a neat idea. Alright, so that is super ass long video for this. This is Final Faction. Again, from the Dollar Tree. Is where I was finding it. It looks like they might be exclusive. But yeah, there's a... so there's like a Covert Ops kit, Air Assault, and Heavy Arms. Kind of just some generic weapon packs for the original characters. And then... farther down here, there is Cyber Arms. We've seen Cyborg. We saw Assault. We saw Razor. We didn't see Razor. Yeah, we saw Razor. That's the robots. But yeah, then there's the Rampage set, which is like the tank, the blades. Yeah, there's just some like spears and stuff. And I think I got all the bad guy ones. And then the other thing, there was the accessories for that, and that's the limited edition ATV with scope. So if you can check out that one. Oh, it comes with the character scope. But looks like it might have some extra items and weapons and stuff as well. Yeah, so that's definitely cool. I don't know if they're gonna make more of these or not, but in case you see them in the store, you're just curious, there we go. Sorry for the super ass long video. See you guys later. Bye.